We are back with a brand new reaction video. This time is going to be Matthew, and his username handle is mxttthxw. So that is his YouTube username here. And those of you that are unaware of Matthew or Matthew's YouTube content, he basically talks about positivity, and he goes on to talk about the positive aspects in life through his words of affirmation. And he always tells his viewers to stay positive, as you can see on his channel banner. And this is basically his motto, is to stay positive, and he always reminds viewers to have a positive life, to have a positive attitude. And so far, his videos are really good. He does do daily content, and while I do enjoy watching his videos, I don't really watch every single one of his videos. Sometimes, like when I'm having a bad day or when I'm struggling with some kind of conflict, I pretty much go to Matthew's YouTube channel and just watch one of his videos. So, so that's what makes me feel better, is to watch one of his videos, and he is pretty much good at explaining a lot through his life, and also giving some advice to other people who may feel that they are struggling with a lot on their backs. So yeah, so far he's doing really well in his content here. So I really applaud him for sticking with the daily content that he makes on his YouTube channel. And I also did watch one of his lives. He is very much a kind, caring, and compassionate human that interacts with his viewers. I always see him with a smile on his face, and I really appreciate him for what he does. So let's go ahead. We'll watch Matthew's latest YouTube video. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to Matthew's YouTube channel, you should definitely do that right now. The link to his YouTube channel is going to be in the description box below if y'all guys want to subscribe to him. But we are going to watch one of his latest YouTube videos. The title is "Sucking at Something is the First Step Towards Being Good at Something." And this has a video uptime of 11 minutes and 31 seconds. And this is going to be a not a long reaction video. The last reaction video that I did was very much an hour long, and it was like, I think like the video uptime when I did like the last reaction video was around like 40 or 50 minutes. So it was very much longer than expected, and it was very much worth it to really explain my own thoughts and opinions, and what I have in my own head. But this video here, this isn't very long, so it's gonna be like very short to give out my full-on reactions, my thoughts and opinions. So yeah, let's go ahead and react to this video. I've never watched it, and yeah, let's go ahead and let's react to this video. And I may have to pause at certain points if I do feel the need to explain something while I'm watching this video. So here we go.
You want to do.
Okay, let's make sure that it's in high quality and that closed captioning is on if y'all guys want to follow along. Also, we'll like this video here. Okay, so let's go ahead and react.
You want to do it, you're just not sure if you can. Because everything around you tells you that it's not possible, that the dream is not worth chasing. But let me tell you, everybody, the first step towards being good at something is sucking at it first. Okay?
Very true.
To suck in order to become good. Okay? Life rewards the people that are willing to embarrass themselves. Life rewards the people that are willing to suck at something for the longest.
So, even if you decide to really flail it, even if you decide to really wing it out, like if you know that you suck at something, and it is okay if you really do suck at it, because really the first like few seconds that you're about to do something, like it's not always going to be perfect. Like you may be like in a little mishap or something, and there might be some bad things that may happen while you're doing something in your life, but it's okay. And that is pretty much one of the first steps, is to suck at it first.
Okay? Let's take any idol of yours, anybody in the world, anybody that is good at something. Do you think they started off that good? Tom Brady, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, any of those people, anybody, they did not start off like that, okay? The only reason why somebody has something in this life that you do not have is because they started before you. They had the courage. If you can't beat the fear, you need to do it afraid. You need to do it scared. You need to do it unknowing. And they have been at it longer than you. They have been going harder. Okay?
So pretty much like one of these like popular creators out there that have started like way past over the last several years. So they have been like been pretty good at a lot of things in their career, a lot of things in their own education and their hobbies, and a lot of other things that these creators that he mentioned. You know, they have pretty much started all of that before like I did. So
every single day that you tell yourself, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, that's another day that someone else is grinding, someone else is grinding, someone else is grinding, someone else wants it more than you. You have to want it more than sleeping. You have to want it more than picking up that pack of cigarettes. Okay, you have to want it more than anything. Okay, but don't think that you'll be perfect at it, okay? Because practice does not make perfect. And I've been stressing this a lot recently. Practice does not make perfect, okay, everybody? Practice makes improvement, okay? And in life, you should be focused on improving yourself, not proving yourself to the world. Okay.
So let me stop here. What Matthew just said, you should be focused on improving yourself, not proving yourself to the world, and that is a very true statement from Matthew himself. Like you should start to improve on like one of your behaviors. You should start to improve yourself, that you can they can pretty much improve on one of your hobbies and your content anything else in life that you should be improving, not proving yourself to the world, um, or like pretty much not showing to them that you are better than anyone else. So I think that what he means by that is to start improving on what you are already doing, but not showing that you are very much better than everyone else in this world. So hopefully that made sense.
Okay, because one day you will realize that you do not have to prove anything to anybody, not even yourself. All you ever had to do was go out there and try to make something happen. Try to make something shake. But no, you never did. You tried to control things. Therefore, letting the things that you were trying to control you. Because what you run from in life has already caught you. You need to suck. You need to fail. In victory, there is only one lesson. But in defeat, there is 1,000 lessons. You know, when I was outside doing the pool with my uncle, and we were having a little talk about things, and I said, you could basically do anything in life, right? And he said, yeah. How do you think I've done absolutely anything in my life? I failed. I failed a little bit more, and I failed. He just told me about all these failures and how all it takes is that one win. You know what? It doesn't matter how down you are on your luck. Because if you quit, it is very easy to predict your future.
Yeah, so if you decide to quit, it's like very obvious that you're going to predict what your future might going to be. And I would say from the few minutes that he or from the few seconds that he's talked about failure, you can like literally fail in life like a million other times, or like however many times that you want to fail in something that you are not even good at, and there's always this one possible outcome, one possible win that you are able to make after all of these failures. And you know, if you can do good in something, then, and if you have improved on yourself, then victory might be like in yourself. I don't know if I really made sense in that, but yeah, to really succeed, you need to fail, and you can't like really succeed if you're not really failing. So how can you like even fail at something if you're how can you really succeed in something if you have not failed a few thousand times, you know? So I think that's what he's trying to say in the few seconds that he has said. So that's what I think of it here.
So suck. You know, take what I said before. Life rewards people that are willing to suck at something for the longest. So suck. Do something you enjoy. Do something that puts a smile on your face. Don't necessarily go and try to find meaning and purpose, because you're not going to find it. Because it's inside you. Okay, not on you. You create that. You create everything around you. You know, you're probably wondering why. You know, why every single time you try to do something, you always fail. You know, when you go out there, you follow the rules, you follow the handbook, and you fail, it's not really called failure. It's called life. Okay, in life, you will go out there and you will fail. Okay? But that's the best part, because you learn. Okay, you will never, ever, 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 ever stop learning. Nobody goes out there and does this life thing 100% correct. It's not how it works.
So what he's trying to say is that when you read the rules of a handbook, if you read the rules and you pretty much read all the guidelines, read all like the directions, like say for example, like in a school setting, like you pretty much learn the directions on how to make on how to like solve a math problem, you know, and you basically follow the directions, and you basically solve like a math equation. So, um, so you try to solve the math equation, and turns out that that you really don't know what comes next. So you pretty much just try to flail at it. You pretty much try to suck, and in the end, you get a very interesting answer to a math problem. So, you know, that's probably one of my analogy that everything doesn't have to be perfect as it is. We can always correct our mistakes later, and you know we are gonna pretty much fail like 1,000 times. We're gonna get wrong like 1,000 times, like I said, and it's never gonna come out as perfect. But in reality, if we try our best, if we try to improve on the things that we do, then our outcome will probably be like our correct answer, after we've pretty much figured out how to solve a math equation and having to literally figure out what went wrong with a math equation there. So yeah, that's what I think of it here. And hopefully you liked my analogy. So I did try my best. So.
And maybe one day we will all realize that. You know, realize that it wasn't who is the best at all of this stuff. You know, it's not trying to pretend to be somebody you're not, because what if when you are done performing to be somebody that you are not, what if no one stays? What if the people you thought loved you, the people that you thought cared, leave? Because school doesn't teach you that.
Let me stop right there. I think let's go back a few seconds. Let's see. Let's see here. He does say that what if when you are done performing to be somebody that you are not, what if no one stays? What if the people you thought loved you, the people that you thought cared, leave? So I pretty much, I don't know, I pretty much have this thought in my head that that if I start to like literally put out like a lot of content in my content creation, I've pretty much do a lot of dancing in like my dance studios, and I pretty much like did do dance videos for my online friends that want to see me dance. If you guys don't know, I am very much a good Just Dance player, and so I pretty much showcase my dance skills to everyone, and so far they really applaud me for what I do and for my own skills, but and I really cared for the people that have supported me. But there's always going to be there's going to be a time where like when the people that have really stayed with you, like, or the people that I care about, they leave. So yeah, I really fear that that one of my like online friends, or probably the people that I've met in real life, they'll probably leave at some point because of like my successes, and I just really fear for that to happen. But one good positive aspect about what I'm thinking here is that I am just literally focusing on myself right now. I while I do receive like a lot of the support that I have in terms of having to provide something for them, having to provide content. Um, they'll always appreciate me for what I do. Um, and I really don't care if they leave me or not. I just really focus on what I really like to do, on what I really like to do in my own free time, in my own most in my own successes. So, yeah.
That. Church doesn't teach you that. I don't need that. I need somebody to call family. Okay, that's what people really need. They need relationships. Okay, they need encouragement. Okay, if you're around people and you're trying to do things and you're failing, how is your friend going to react if you tell them something negative? If you tell them that you failed or you messed up? If it's negativity, if it's negative, then maybe you need to readjust. Because there's always a chance. As long as you are breathing, as long as you are here, there's opportunity and there's time. When you waste time, time wastes you. That's why you need to get out there and start trying. So everybody, the only thing that doesn't change.
Okay, wow. we just went from inside of Matthew's home to like outside. so I'm all here for it. I was not expecting that cut from Matthew's from going inside of Matthew's home to like being outside. So something that is very interesting to point out. But that is actually really true from what he said a few seconds ago. So, but you just need to like really start trying to put yourself out there, and from what he's trying to like really say, when you waste time, time wastes. So really you don't want to really waste your time in having to do something that you really want to do, that you really enjoy doing in life. So
that's why you need to get out there and just start trying. So everybody, the only thing that doesn't change inside of this life is the fact that things change. Get outside, get around some good people, get around some encouragement. You want to go where you are celebrated in this life, not just tolerated, okay?
Okay, so go where you are celebrated in this life, not just tolerated. That phrase where he just said, to go where you are celebrated, it basically means that you have to find a group that people will accept you. People will accept you for who you are. People will listen to you. People will accept your interests. And and not where like people won't even dare to listen to you. People won't even dare to like really hear out on your own thoughts or opinions or anything else. So, so yeah, you just need to really surround yourself with good people, with good vibes, and just go where you are accepted with good people. So
You need a positive mind, okay? But a negative mind will never make a positive life, okay? We have stated that before, okay? But a negative life will never make a positive mind. It's not how it works, all right? So you're probably thinking, Matthew, what does this have anything to do with doing? Okay, but feeling good, being content in your environment, you know, being comfortable, that has a lot to do with performance, you know? Because when you're not comfortable in life, that is when things start to get shaky. When you're doubtful, that is when things start to go wrong. In reality, everybody, doubt is kind of an oxymoron. Because as soon as you start to doubt yourself inside of this life, things start to go wrong. Things start to go astray. Never.
so that is really true. Like if you're trying to really doubt yourself, if you really start to have these negative thoughts or negative like thoughts in your mind, like it will never make it into the positive things that you really want to do in the future. So so I think my little advice to y'all guys is to only think of the positive things in life. Start thinking about what you're really good at doing, what you really enjoy, which you really enjoy throughout your life. Um, that I can give you like some little advice on having to not feel doubt and having to not think about the negative aspects of your life.
Doubt yourself. Never doubt what's in here. Definitely never doubt what's up here. Okay? It is mind over matter 100,000 million% of the time. Okay? You can do anything in this life, just not everything. Okay? There is not a single thing in this world that you can't do if you put your mind to it. You know? You see, everybody, if you focus on what you lack in this life, you will lose what you have. But if you focus on what you have in this life, you'll gain what you lack, and vice versa. You know, so that is why you need to go out there and embrace the suck. Embrace it all. You know, because it's not all that bad. You know, one day you'll start to realize that life is just life. And you shouldn't let life stop you from living it.
So really, you shouldn't really stop anything at all. So whether you really suck at doing anything in life, whether you really failed at like at a math equation, if you really failed at putting on a show-stopping performance, if there's anything else that you are really bad at something, like that is really okay, because it's never gonna really stop you from having to move forward with your positive life, and that shouldn't be a thing.
You gotta suck. You gotta do bad things. You gotta fail. You gotta make mistakes. But don't let them hinder your progress. You know, don't compare Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who somebody else is today. Don't compare your journey to somebody else's. It is impossible to know where you are supposed to be compared to somebody else. So get out there and fail. Fail.
All right, so pretty much what he says is to not really compare my life to somebody else's. And I think I remember even like talking about in a short video where I pretty much compared my own gay life to somebody else's that is really successful. And the context of what that short video is that I compared like my own gay life to like someone that is successful, someone that has like a scientist career, I guess, and he also has a boyfriend, and he pretty much has a lot of really good successes in his life. He pretty much struggled through a lot of the things that he has like overcome in his past, and he pretty much has like a good boyfriend. He even like he even is living his life fairly well. So yeah, I've pretty much followed this person. I think it was since 2021, I guess. Probably around that time, 2021. And ever since then, I watched him grow from having to be like in high school to really succeed in life with his career and his goals of what he wants to do. So yeah. So yeah, I pretty much like compare myself to like to this other guy that has like huge successes, and so yeah, it's probably really bad for me to even really compare myself to others that are doing really successful in something, and at this time I was like really failing in life. I was really struggling through my parents' life, and a lot of the other things that are going around in my mind. So yeah, and what Matthew has said is to stop comparing yourself to other people, because it's really not a good look. It really isn't a good personality on myself, and I think y'all can agree on that. So yeah, just only focus on improving yourself, and do not even try to really compare it to others, and then having to really talk about it through to the people that you interact with. So.
Some more can keep on failing, because failing in school, they teach you failure is bad. Oh, once you get an F, it's all over. Once you fail, it's over. You only get one chance. But nope. Everybody, you know what my Nana says to me? When you fail, try and try again. So that's exactly what you should do. You should get out there and you should try,
fail.
Try and try until you have nothing.
Until you succeed.
Left. Because if this is really what you want to do, if this is really the life you want to live, if this is really what you want in your heart, then you will let nothing stop you. Not the opinions of people, not the actions of people, but allow you to speak so loudly. Because listen to this. Sometimes You cannot hear what people are saying because their actions are speaking so loudly, okay? Do not associate your negative thoughts with other people's thoughts of you because they will be corrupted, okay? They will be. Realize this, everybody. Sucking at something is the first step to being sort of good at something. Is this a magic mushroom? I'm kidding. I have no idea what that is. See, be sporadic, be adventurous, do random things, and fail. Fail so many times that you don't even know what success is. You want to know why? Because success doesn't exist, everybody. Success, there is no finish line. Failure is never, ever. Failure is not fatal. Success is never final. So stay positive and enjoy the day and get out there and be sucky.
Yes, so failure is really never fatal, but success is never final. And that is from the words of Matthew. Like, so really you can be like you can be really bad at something. You can suck through a lot in your life and what you are doing in your everyday life, and in reality you are going to fail like a lot of these times. So if you fail like 1,000 times, you'll pretty much like learn from your mistakes again and again and again and again and again until you are able to really push yourself out there and put out like the success that you are having. So yeah, and let me replay from what he says. He says success doesn't exist. Success doesn't exist. No, there is no finish line. Failure is not fatal. Success is never final. So really, in reality, it's never really final for success. It never was. So, but failure is not going to be like die. And from what I can understand from this point of the video. So, all right. So we're only like a minute left into this video, and I'm really enjoying throughout the last 10 minutes of this video. So yeah, I really did enjoy a lot of these a lot of the things that he has said before when he talks about this specific topic in this video. I really appreciate it.
Today and get out there and be sucky. Suck. You want to know why you should suck? Because one day you won't suck anymore. No pun intended. Okay? What I just mean is if you fail. The master has failed more times than the student has even tried. But the true master, everybody, is an eternal student. Somebody who never stops learning. Because you never know everything. You don't know what you don't know. So don't be one of those people that think they know everything. Because you don't.
And like, even if you attempt to know everything, if you even try to attempt to know every single part of like of something, even if you really try to really know how to like put the pieces back together, like on a PC, for example, then you're just gonna really like fail at having to like put those pieces back together, and you're just gonna really do bad on it because really like you think you know how to do it, but in reality you don't, because you haven't really learned a lot. You haven't really like learned a lot on how to really put back, or how to even like operate a PC. If you really haven't even learned from like a teacher or like a professor or like any other type of like instructor out there. So if you know everything, you don't. So that's what that's what that's what I think he's trying to say in that few seconds of the video. So.
And you probably never will. And that's okay. So get out there, enjoy your day. And most importantly, this might be the most important thing that I've said throughout this entire video. Stay positive.
Stay positive. Yes.
And I'll repeat myself one last time. Sucking at something is the first step towards being sort of good at something. And one day you'll get there. Don't ever be discouraged. Don't ever think you can't. Because the person who says they can and the person who says they can't are both correct.
All right, so that marks the end of the reaction video. Overall, I really did enjoy watching this video throughout, and it wasn't very long compared to the last reaction video that I made. And I did really learn some good points in there. I really explained my own thoughts and opinions on or even like my thoughts and what I want to like add on to his video, in his latest video that he has uploaded. So I really did enjoy watching his latest YouTube video, and yeah, as you can see, his YouTube comment section is always filled with positive vibes. Really, like it's always love, always nice things, and really, like, in reality, guys, you just don't need to be good at something to really like show off to like everyone that you really learned this, and you have like this this brain power to really showcase your talent to others. And so yeah, if you know that you're gonna suck, if you know that you're gonna do really bad, that's okay. And people don't really mind about people doing like about like flailing other things in life that they're really bad at. So yeah, that'll be it for the reaction video, you guys. I would love it if you guys I love it if you guys can leave it in the comments below of what do you think about the overall video that I just watched. I'd love to see what you have commented so far. If you've gained enough insight while I'm watching this video. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my reaction video to Matthew's latest YouTube video. Please please go subscribe to Matthew if you haven't done so already. The link to his YouTube channel is going to be in the description box below. And yeah, if you enjoyed my reaction video, please go give it a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Bye, everyone.